Guys, I just did something really stupid. I had a total brain fart and I just put the lid on this lip product without turning down the lipstick, and now it's totally smooshed. And I was gonna tell you in this video how much I love it. I am still gonna be able to use it, but I lost the tip there. Okay, hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is gonna be me ranking all of the Kiko Milano limited editions that they did this past year. I tried all of them except one that I hated so much when I looked at it in a store that I just decided not to do a video on that. But I have tried so many products from the Kiko Milano limited editions and I'm gonna be ranking them per collection. So it's really gonna be a collection ranking, but I'm gonna be telling you about all the products, what I think about them, what I hope they will come back with. We're gonna talk about the theming, about the quality. Let's get into it. Okay, so I have 6 limited editions here in front of me on the table. The limited edition that I decided not to buy this year was the Crazy 90s collection, and that is gonna be on the last place for me for this year. I mean, I swatched it in store and they're calling it Crazy 90s, but everything swatched very like softly powdery. There was not a lot of pigment. They were trying to make it look a little like colorful, but they didn't really succeed, and it just all felt very lackluster and nothing special, and there was nothing that I really wanted to try except the lip gloss. But I was like, I'm not gonna make a video just about a lip gloss. I think I am good for now. I did buy the lip gloss in a Black Friday sale and that order will be coming to me somewhere in the next week. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of a haul of that as well, but that collection just didn't do anything for me. The blushes just looked very basic. The eyeshadow palettes just didn't have any pigment. It was just very meh to me. So I'm not gonna go into the like individual products because I haven't really tried them, I've just watched them. But let's get into the number 6 spot, and I have to say this was really tough. It was really tough to rank this because I love Kiko Milano. I love their limited editions. Every time they come out with a new limited edition, I'm super excited and I run to the store to see what they've come out with this time. So the one that I decided to put on the last spot is gonna be the Beauty Roar limited edition, and I think part of this, like a big part of this, is the theming that they did with this collection. It just didn't really speak to me. I didn't really get it. Like Beauty Roar, it was just supposed to be like be loud with your beauty or something, but those types of generic collection themes just, they don't do it for me. I just want something a little bit more like to the point. What are you doing? What are you giving me? What is the theme? Like, what do you want me to think about? I want it to be almost a little nostalgic or like stylish, or give me something a little more. This just felt very safe, very generic, very much like we haven't really made a choice. And I would say that the collection itself, the products themselves, were not like super exciting to me, even though I didn't hate the quality at all. For example, here we have the Beauty Roar 2-in-1 cushion bronzer and contour. This was the light shade 01. This is really easy to use. It's kind of like this poofy contour shade. It's cool tone. It is very easy to blend. It lasts a long time. It is a nice product. It just doesn't excite me. It doesn't make me go all giggly. It's not like, oh, I want to use that contour again in this case. Like, I also had to get used to using that one a little bit because it was really lightly pigmented, but then it's also really easy to use. We also have the face palette that I tried. This one is the Beauty Roar Flawless Look face palette in 01 Beauty Statement, and the highlighter in this is nice. The blush and bronzer are pretty okay. The bronzer is a little bit too warm for me. I did use it to try it out, but I don't really feel like going back to this because not all of the shades in here are perfect for me, and then it's kind of like you still have to bring something else in. Like, this would have been nice to travel with if all the shades were like perfect and this whole like formula and everything was so easy to use. It's also like the pens are really small. It's hard to dip your brush in. That's also why I like the highlighter the most, because you can fit the highlighter brush in there, but like bronzer and blush, it's a little tough. Then we have the liquid eyeshadow that we see from Kiko every year. I just don't think this is very special. It's a nice liquid eyeshadow, but it's not really worth the hassle. I tried it as an eyeshadow base as well, but it wasn't like super special. So this didn't get me super excited as well. Then we have the Beauty Roar pH Matte Liquid Lip Color. I have two of the shades. I did really like this lip product. I have 03, and this is kind of like a strawberry pink. This is just a very satiny, kind of creamy type of liquid lipstick. It's very comfortable. It is not one that is gonna be like kiss proof or anything like that. Here I have shade 05, which is kind of like a bricky red. Also very pretty. I really thought this was a comfortable, very flattering lip product. That's why I bought a second one. But I feel like that is kind of like the only thing. And for a collection to be higher up in this ranking, like more things need to really catch my attention and the theming has to be better. So that's why it's in the last spot. But it's still a cute collection. Then I think I do have to go with another kind of generic themed collection. Even though I like this a bit more and there are a few favorites for me in this collection. This is the Create Your Balance collection. I didn't get the theming of this that much. Like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to convey? What am I supposed to feel? It just feels like they took some like randomized words, like they did kind of like a random word generator, and they were like, oh, okay, that could work for a collection. I was hoping, and I don't understand why they aren't doing this, I was hoping there would be something similar to the Charming Escape collection that was so aesthetic, that was so aesthetically pleasing. The packaging, the colors, it was stunning, it was beautiful. I love the formulas. That is my all-time favorite collection by Kiko Milano. They did such a good job, and I'm just kind of sad when they missed their chance to do something a little bit more themed, something maybe a little bit more fall-esque. Like, give us some patterns, give us some different packagings. Like, you have the molds for the Charming Escape packagings. Do that again, do something like that. I feel like this year they kind of missed the opportunity to do something more kind of like floral or nature inspired, something a little bit more like inspired by the season we're in. It's just something that I personally kind of miss. I don't know if you missed that, but I feel like they kind of missed out on something like that, a collection like that this year. I love florals for spring. I do love it. I love kind of like fall and leaf inspired things, pumpkin inspired things for fall as well. It's just what makes my heart beat faster, and I feel like they kind of missed that chance with Create Your Balance as well, even though I really like some of the products in here. So this is the Gaze Defining Eyeshadow Duo in 02 Ready Set Go. When I was reviewing this, I had this on, like I wore this in a couple of videos. People were always asking me what I was wearing on the eyes, and I would say that the shimmer in here is really pretty. The matte is nothing special, but it does like work together well with the shimmer. It is a nice duo. It's a little expensive for what you're getting, but this shimmer is really pretty. It is just very like kind of duochrome-y, a cool tone brown to kind of like a champagne-y shade. It's really nice. It's really nice on the eyes. It's a really like nice on-the-go travel easy little palette. So I did like that, even though it wasn't perfect quality. It did look really nice on the eyes once it was on. Then we have my favorite in the collection, I think. Yeah, I think this is my favorite. This is the Create Your Balance Contour Boost Powder Blush 02 Tireless Pink. And this is such an interesting color. I've worn this so many times. I really love it. It is kind of like a different version of that baby doll pink that is so trending, that every brand is coming out with. It's almost a little bit more toned down. There's something kind of grounded about it, which makes it even a little bit easier to wear. It's a very nice shade. It is cool toned, but there's still something kind of berry, kind of rosy about it. It is just a shade that I have not ever had in my collection, and I think that is super fun to find something different from them. Like Kiko, they sometimes do like the same color blushes over and over again, and this is just a little different, and I really liked it. Then we have the bronzer. This is the Create Your Balance Color Boost Face Bronzer in 01 Sienna. I think this is like the 10th bronzer that I have bought from Kiko Milano that was called Sienna, but I keep buying them. So this is a very nice cool toned matte kind of skin-like bronzer. It looks so good on the cheeks. It applies so easily. It is a very nice bronzer. It's kind of like in between this bronzer and contour shade. It is very nice if you have fair skin and you have a cool undertone. Like, I don't know if you would want to wear this when you have a little bit more warmer undertone because it leans very cool, but because of that this just works amazingly for me and it's just very flattering on the skin, very skin-like. Then we have the Create Your Balance Soft Touch Lip and Cheek. This is fine. Like, it blends easily. This is kind of like, can I show you this soft pinky red shade? It is fine. It works on the cheeks, it works on the lips. I like it better on the cheeks than on the lips. It is just, it's such a small tube. I don't know. It just feels a little... There's nothing wrong with it. I just didn't get super excited over it personally. I don't know what else to tell you about that one. It works. And then we have the 2-in-1 pen, lipstick and 3D lip primer with the primer side, which is kind of like a see-through glossy thing, and then we have kind of like a lipstick side. You do have to combine this with the primer, otherwise it's a little too dry. By the way, the shade is kind of like the same shade as that blush. It's kind of like this toned down red shade. I think this is fine. This is a fine product. It looked quite nice on the lips, but it's nothing I'm gonna rave about, and I'm not gonna tell you that you have to buy this. It is just fine. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And the next one is gonna be the Kiko Milano and the Little Mermaid collab collection. They did this in the summer and there are some really nice products in here, but they did play it a little safe. I do like the kind of mermaid-esque packaging that still leans pretty modern. Like, they did something here that doesn't seem like too Disney-esque, like too kind of childish. I feel like they kept it pretty classy with the packaging, and I do like the packaging. This is the Radiant Baked Blush in 02 Rouge. I feel like this is a pretty standard formula and color for Kiko Milano, but it is a really pretty blush. It does look really nice on the cheeks. It is kind of like this soft flush of pinky glow. It is not super shiny, but it's also not matte. It looks very like skin-like, natural, beautiful. I've worn this quite a bit. Then we also have the all over highlighter 02 Reflection on the Sea that I tried, and this one is a beige highlighter. Really love this from Kiko Milano. This is a really beautiful shade. This is kind of like that cool toned champagne that leans a little pinky and leans almost a little lilac-y. It is really nice on the cheeks. This is beautiful. It is just something that we also have seen like more often from Kiko Milano. They chose their formulas that they know people love. We also had these kind of marble glosses from Kiko Milano in this collection. I got two of the shades that don't have a name on them. I believe it was 02 and 03 or 01 and 02. I will put it on the screen. I always forget because like it doesn't say. These were pretty nice glosses. Like, they looked nice, they felt nice. They are not my favorite glosses from Kiko Milano, but they are nice. But they're just not something that they are not gonna like catapult this collection like higher on the list. That's not what these are doing, even though they are nice. Then we also have this 2-in-1 contour and highlighter stick. I have shade 01, so we have the contour that worked really well. It was a beautiful shade, really easy to blend. It's a really nice contour. And then we have the highlighter, which is also really nice. Like, both of these shades worked really well on me. It's a beautiful product. It's a really nice bronzer. Like, this is a nice one. If you still see it somewhere, it is really nice. So I feel like those face products that really make me go like, okay, this is a nice collection. And also the packaging that they did on those face products, like, they did a good job. Then later on, like, I didn't use this in the first impression because I for some reason didn't realize that this was in the collection, but the Little Mermaid Creamy Lip Stylo in 01 Fairy Tale Lips. I bought this later on because I love the lip stylos from Kiko Milano, and this shade is so nice. Kind of like this, I don't know, nudie rosy shade. It is just something that I love to wear, kind of like a soft red, almost a little peachy as well, but there's also a little pink, like a soft coral. So I bought this later, but this is also one of their trusty old formulas, something that we can see in multiple collections usually throughout the year. I really love this though. Like, they did pick good formulas, they did pick the good things. Like, they knew what to do for this collection to like keep the people happy that were mainly buying it for the theme, but still would get like good products. Alright, and now it's getting pretty tough. Now we're getting into the collections that I bought the most from, and with a good reason, because these collections had beautiful packaging, really nice theming, a really nice vibes, and really nice products. So the top 3 is, it's tough, but I'm gonna go for 3rd place with the Christmas collection, the holiday collection by Kiko Milano for this year, which was called Holiday Premiere. And I'm kind of like, is it the 3rd? I don't know, but there are a few things here that made me a little less excited. Not that they were bad, but just a little less excited. Okay, one thing that does make me excited, because I'm still kind of like in the reviewing phase kind of with this collection. I did use everything enough to tell you my feelings, but I am still gonna do makeup updates with these. And when things are new, it's more automatic to me that they are more in my like current routine. So something that I've really liked from this collection is the Kiko Milano Holiday Premiere L'Etoile, the golden one. I bought this a little later. I didn't buy this in store. I ordered this online. It took a little while to get to me. I have posted a video where I tried this out for the first time. This is a very warm and spicy perfume without being too heavy, and I feel like I can wear this like throughout the day, throughout the night. It is very sophisticated, it is very like a bit sensual, but it's not too much, it's not too heavy. It still works for me, for a person that likes a little lighter, like not too light, but scents that are a little lighter, a little bit more fresh. Like, I like more fruit scents, but this still attracts me, this still works for me. I really love this perfume. The other one, the white one, wasn't up my alley, but this is a really beautiful one, and I would highly recommend smelling this one if you get the chance. Then one that got me a little less excited, not because of the quality but because of the price, is the lip oil from this collection. I got shade 02. This lip oil only has 3 milliliters of product, and it costs you like 13-14 euros. It's just very expensive. You get a tiny amount. It looks cute, it works well, but it's just a tiny amount for what you're paying. It is just a little sticky as well, but not in a way that I really mind. I feel like sometimes slightly sticky lip products do hydrate the lips a little more. I do like it. It is just not worth it. I just feel like with other lip products by Kiko Milano, you get more for your money. It's just worth it a little more. Like, they do such beautiful glosses also in a regular line, but also in other collections. I feel like they up the price a little bit for these holiday collections because they know people are gonna buy it, and it's also like, it feels like it's not the best deal, this collection. Okay, next up we have the Holiday Premiere Enchanting Duo Bronzer in 02 Warm Honey. This is a mix of 2 shades of bronzer. I would say it's not exactly a warm honey shade. This does look pretty cool toned on the cheeks. By the way, ow, don't do that. By the way, I really like the packaging on this. It's kind of like this white to gold duochrome. They did a pretty good job with the whole theme of this collection. It feels very luxurious. This is a nice bronzer. It is nice. There's nothing wrong with the bronzer at all. It is just their regular bronzer formula. Then we have the Holiday Premiere Made to Shine eyeshadow palette, the 01 Color Symphony. I feel like they could have done a little better with this. I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with this. I do like some of the shades, like especially these 2 bottom shades. They are quite cute, even though they could have been a little bit more shiny. Even the 2 on the top, especially the more bluish purple, it just kind of mattifies almost on the eyes. It just looks very satin, and when a palette looks like this and it's kind of like this accent palette, I would have loved for this to be a little bit more sparkly and shiny. It is just a little bit too soft for me to get really excited about this quality. I was just hoping for a little bit more, even though I like the colors. It is quite cute, but when I apply one of those purples, it just kind of like dulls down the look in a way that I don't really like. Then we have the highlighter. This is the Holly Premier Pearly Duo Face Highlighter in 01 Spotlight. This is kind of like this pearly pinky shade. It is nice. It is nice. It's a bit like, it's a powder highlighter. It is not absolutely knocking my socks off. It is nice. It is nice. But it just feels a little almost boring, a little tame in comparison to some highlighters that I've seen by Kiko Milano that have just the most amazing creamy texture. This just feels a little bit more powdery than that. Even though I like it, it's definitely not a bad highlighter. I'm probably still gonna use it, but it's just nothing like that's elevated. It doesn't feel better than any other highlighters that I've tried by Kiko Milano. Then we have the blush. This is the Charming Duo blush in 02 Mauve Appearance. I really like the shade of this one. It's very nice and berry. It is bright, but it's still easy to use. Like, you can still quite easily apply this and blend this on the cheeks. I really like this blush. It's a nice formula. It is the same formula as a bronzer. It is very like skin-like. It doesn't have a glow to it. It is not shiny. It is just like pretty matte but not flat. And then we have these lip products. These are the Kiko Milano Holly Premier Lipstick and Gloss, Lip Gloss and Stick Duos. And I have a nude shade, a light nude shade. Oh wait, no. This is the brown shade, cool tone brown shade. We have a light nude shade and we have kind of like a mauve shade. I swatched these on my lips in different videos because I first bought the more brown one and then I bought the other two shades. So the situation with this is that on the one side we have a lipstick that looks like this. It is a kind of like creamy, quite nicely pigmented but not too pigmented lipstick. And then on the other side we have a gloss that you apply on top, and then it's just a very flattering, comfortable lip product that just looks really nice. And it's just very nice to wear. It's a beautiful product. And that's also why I went back for more. Like, it's a very, very beautiful product. And I just really like the gloss that's in there. Like, they do a great job with lip products usually. And yeah, I like the theming. There are a lot of products in here that get me super excited. Like, I want to go back to this collection. I think they did a pretty great job with this. Alright, I kind of want to put the 1 and 2 both on the #1 spot, but we're not gonna do that because this is a ranking and I'm gonna comply. It is very tough. 1 is gonna win by a hair, and I think this is gonna be the one product that is gonna bump this collection down and is kind of ruining the first place for this collection. So this is a Beauty Essentials collection and this is a Silky Luminous Blush in 02 Mauve Time. This is an overspray. This is a glittery overspray. I don't know what to do with this. I have decluttered this one actually. I feel like this is the only product that I have decluttered from all of this. I hated this so much. Like, I'm not gonna go through these glitters to find a blush that's underneath here. I just wanna get what I'm seeing. I don't want to feel like I'm being scammed. I'm very disappointed in this product. Why did they do this? And by the way, I know that this is an overspray because I went in the store a little later and then I saw that underneath this glitter was just a blush. Just a blush. Probably a pretty blush. Probably without the glitters is better, but I just feel like they're scamming me and I don't like that. So I hated this one. I'm not gonna promote that blush. It's not a good blush. And then the rest of the collection I actually really love. And like, there are so many good lip products in this collection. It's insane. Okay, first up, the Beauty Essentials Hydrating Shiny Lipstick in 02 and... By the way, this is 02. In 02 and 03. Just beautiful colors. Like, this shiny lip stylo situation. We see this all throughout the Kiko Milano collections, but this is just a beautiful shade. 03 is kind of like this toned down, kind of like purpley nude shade that I love. It is beautiful. I think they picked great shades for this. And then we have 02, which is kind of like this toned down red. It's like kind of like a bricky red but still kind of cool tone. This one is beautiful. I really love it. It is just one of my favorite shades that Kiko Milano has done. So if they do something that we've already seen, I'm fine with it, but I want to see new shades. I want to see something special. I get that they replicate their successful formulas, but I want to see something different. If it's the formula, the packaging, or the colors, like, I'm fine with any of those things. Next up, we have the Kiko Beauty Essentials Glowy Face and Body Highlighter. This is a highlighter stick. It is a beautiful champagne shade. This is stunning. It like applies so easily. It looks beautiful on the cheeks. I've used this very much this year. It is just really nice. I really love the stick products by Kiko Milano, and once again they did a great job with this one. I think it's pretty similar to what they have in their regular line though, but this is just the first time that I tried their highlighters in stick form and I really liked it. Then we have the Beauty Essentials Color Flush 3-in-1 All Over. This is for the eyes, the cheeks, the lips. I love this for both the cheeks and the eyes. First up we have shade 04, which is kind of like this berry shade, but it's not too bright. I really like it. It's kind of like a mauve berry. On the lips it's very flattering. It does dry down fully. It is matte, and then on the cheeks you can really blend it out. It is just, I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they made this look so good on both the cheeks and the lips. Then we have this one, which is kind of like a nudish brownish shade. Very beautiful. I just think these are really nice liquid lipsticks for sure. I do keep these with my lip products because I think I like that way the most, but they still look really nice on the cheeks as well as a liquid blush. Then what I think is my favorite lip gloss formula from Kiko Milano is the Beauty Essentials 3D Effect Lip Gloss. These are so nice. They have a color to them, but they're sheer. They have a shimmer to them, which indeed just makes it look very 3D. It just gives this beautiful effect on the lips. It feels very nice. It just looks amazing. It works very well on top of other lip products. I have 3 of the shades. I didn't pick up one of the shades because it was very sheer, and they are quite sheared, so I didn't feel like I needed all 4. I did feel like I needed 3. This is a really nice shade. It's kind of like this toned down red. It's a favorite color of mine. And then we have kind of like a peachy and a pinky. These are amazing. Such good lip products. And then lastly, this collection did come out with an eyeshadow palette that I really liked. Kiko Milano doesn't always come out with eyeshadow palettes that I love, but this is a favorite. So I quite like the packaging that they did for this collection. There's just something about the mint and the pink. I do like that a little better than the kind of like orange and nude, for example, even though I feel like this collection even could be a little bit more themed. Like it could have been. It could have been. This is All Shades of Eyeshadow Palette in 02 Earth Sides. It has beautiful kind of duochromic shimmers. It's really nice mattes. It's very flattering. I love the shimmers in here. They did a great job on shimmers, and I'm a shimmer girl. I love shimmers. So if they do good shimmers and then there are like decent mattes, I am like pretty happy already. But the mattes are also really nice. This is kind of like a bronzy to a yellow shimmer. Very beautiful. I love the pinks in here. I love this kind of yellowy shade almost. This is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. It's very compact as well. It's really easy to travel with. I don't even know if I did that, but it's just really nice. Alright, if you know anything about Kiko Milano limited editions, then you know what is gonna be in the first place. So first place is gonna be the Kiko Milano Powerful Love collection. I feel like their Valentine's collections, they are just my favorites. They just do them very well. I feel like this one is also the most themed, with kind of like this light pink and gold. It runs throughout the whole collection. We have rose gold kind of in the like packaging of the actual products. I think they did a great job with this collection, and I just love basically everything they did with this. So first up we have the stunning creamy lipstick. I got shade 02, which is, by the way, the packaging of the actual bullet. Like the actual bullet is also really nice, and it doesn't always happen, but they did a great job with this bullet, and it also makes me really excited. It's magnetic, and then the actual lipstick is marbled. I feel like they really thought everything through in this collection, and it makes me really excited. It makes me feel like they really also were excited to think of all of this stuff. Sometimes they feel just a little lazy maybe, but this doesn't feel like that. So I really like it. This is, by the way, the second shade that I got. I didn't use this in my collection video. I first got the shade 01, which is my introduction to a very kind of light nude pinky shade, and I loved it. This formula is very creamy, but it still wears pretty long. It's very effortless. It looks amazing on the lips. It is just, I'm kind of losing my voice here. It is just like beautiful head to toe. Like I love the packaging, I love the formula, I love the way it looks, I love the way it feels. It is just great. Great. Then the lip product that I just kind of ruined, but it's still gonna be usable. It's just a little like funky now. This is the Powerful Love Dual Lip Color in Gloss. And we have a gloss. This time it is a shimmery gloss. Not too shimmery, by the way. I'm wearing this right now. Kind of regretting that, because if I hadn't done that, maybe this thing wouldn't have happened. But the gloss is really nice. The actual lipstick, it's kind of like in a point. That's also why this broke so easily. Like, there used to be a point here. But this lipstick is kind of like sheer, but in the nicest way. It's creamy. This is just a very flattering, beautiful lip product, which looks amazing, like combined with each other, combined with a lip liner. It just is very flattering, and it wears a pretty long time. Okay, if anything looks different, I just had to change my battery. What I was saying is this wears it very long as well. It's pretty long wearing. But yeah, when I wanted to go back to buy another one, another shade, they were all sold out. I was very sad about that, but then because that went so well, I think they came back with this 2-in-1 style product in their holiday collection, and now I got some different shades that I'm really happy about. And I feel like this packaging and this shape is a little better, like it's a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more easy to use. I think they did a great job kind of like slightly updating it even in the new collection. Then in this collection, we had a bunch of cheek palettes, and I love the cheek palettes from Kiko Milano. They do such a great job with their cheek palettes that they do in the Valentine's Day collection. The year before, they had 2, now they had 4. They had 2 cream ones and 2 powder ones. I got 2 of the cream ones and 1 of the powder ones because the other powder one was too deep for me. So we have this beautiful packaging. I think they did the best job. I think they took the most time with the packaging for this Valentine's Day collection. This is beautiful. I love it. It is very cool and sleek, and I just love light pink as well. So this is the Powerful Love Ruby Cheek Duo Creamy Blush in 01 Romeo and Juliet. And this has also kind of like different colors. I love the colors in here. They are a little lighter when you actually apply them than they look in the pan, if you can see. But this is a beautiful cream formula, really easy to use, really beautiful colors. It just blends out beautifully. It's just, and this one is kind of like pinky, this one is a little bit more mauve. It is stunning. I really love these. The other shade of the creamy cheek duo that I have is the one in 02 Lovebirds, and this one is a little bit more nude. We have kind of like a brown shade and then a kind of like what would I call this? Kind of like a soft coral almost shade. These are a little bit more easy to wear, but still really beautiful. I think I first went with the red one because that one was a little bit more special, but this one is just like very easy to wear. Like, I'm happy that I have both and that they gave you the options to have kind of like the darker shades or the more nude shades. And yeah, love that they did a cream products in a pan like that. They usually don't do that, and I'm excited. I was excited. I'm so excited. And then lastly, for the cheek duos, we have the Match Your Souls Duo Compact Blush and Highlighter. This was in the shade Falling in Mauve, and this is such a beautiful formula. The same packaging. We have a mauve matte shade for the blush. It is beautiful. It is very easy to use. It is like the skin-like finish. This is pretty much the standard Kiko Milano blush formula when they do a powder blush that is not shiny, but it's a beautiful shade. I really like it. And then this highlighter is so beautiful. It is kind of like so kind of yellowy. I really like it, and it's shiny and it's creamy. This is the type of formula that I love in the Kiko Milano powder highlighters. This is a great one. I really love this duo. I think I've used this one the most from the duos in the end because it was just so easy to use that blush and then add a little bit of the highlighter to create something a little bit more special but still wearable. It's kind of like this, I don't know, easy thing to grab if you want the blush and highlighter together. I just thought that was great to have. One of the reasons why this collection is also on top is because the Powerful Love Rose Quartz perfume is just amazing. I love it. It's very sweet. It is very sweet. It is something. You have to love it, but it's just, it has already made me kind of nostalgic for Valentine's Day. And I wear it throughout the year. I have worn it a lot actually. It's a beautiful scent. I love it. It's sweet, it is fresh, but it's still a little special. I'm actually gonna apply it now because I am not wearing... Ooh, almost hit my face. I'm not wearing any perfume right now, it's just really nice. It just makes me think of Kiko Milano in the best way. And February, Valentine's Day, in the best way. Lastly, one thing that was fine, but I can forgive them because the collection was beautiful. This is the Kiko Milano Powerful Love Demi Matte Liquid Lip Color. This is a metallic liquid lipstick. They were promoting this as something else and it actually is. It's not Demi Matte, it is a metallic lipstick. Just call it what it is. It is beautiful though. It is really nice. It looks nice. I wore it in the video. I enjoyed it. It's just not something I'm gonna wear as much as an actual Demi Matte liquid lipstick. I was more excited before I had actually seen this in store. It's just... They could have been honest. They could have been honest. Alright, that's gonna be everything for this video. Those were all my reviews and rankings of all of the Kiko Milano limited edition collections products that I've tried this past year. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it and don't forget to subscribe, and then I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.